Hey, Lathon. It's a mighty fine ear you've got there. You did well, Lathon. Yes, you did well, Lathon. When we last left, like and subscribe our plucky Argonian hero, we had entered the Priory of the Nine, only to be met by Sir Amiel and his merry band of merry ghosts. We defeated them all in mortal combat and retrieved the cuirass. They then sent us on multiple quests, but we decided and settled on one, the Gauntlets of the Crusader, after striking a beggar who just needed some food and killing them. The gauntlets fell to the ground and weren't able to be picked up, so we headed to Coral and tried to pick them up ourselves, only to fail miserably. But we chatted around and found out that a man called Kellen, who was the descendant of one of the ghosts here, was actually still cursed by Stendarr? Yes, Stendarr, the god of mercy. So we decided to lay hands on him, and in doing so, put the curse on ourselves. Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion. Right, let's get out of here. There's nothing really new for these guys, so we can actually head straight out and probably do another quest. What do we want to do? The boots, maybe? Or we could do the mace, maybe? I can't remember. I know that one of them has a really weird, unique thing where you've got to have a bunch of other stuff going on, right? I think so. Anything changed in here? I don't know who... I know it's been tidied up, but I don't know who by. But then... I'm pretty sure there weren't all these beds here. So who the fuck is doing this? Because there's no one else around, right? Am I doing this in my dreams? Am I some kind of idiot savant? Possibly? Huh. Alright, well, don't need to worry about that right now. We do need to pick a quest, so that is what we will do. So let's have a look at them. We've got... let's see, because completed, active quests. Ah, there we go, Mace of Xenophar. Near the shrine, I will be tested, my faith will be guided. I think that might be the one where you've got to have something else in order to do it, right? Fort Bulwark and locate the shield. That could be fun, right? The Boots of the Crusader. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the Boots of the Crusader. Where is that on the map, I wonder? Kynareth. The Great Forest is up by the Imperial City, so the... No, we did say we can travel from the Priory, so let's go ahead and do that. We might as well get away, right? It's not that far. And we'll see what they have to offer us as a shrine to... You all good? Yep, they're all good. Shrine to Kynareth. So this has been... It's funny how the memories come flooding back. This is the DLC that I probably remembered the most of. As much as I loved the Sheogorath stuff, this is the one that really stood out to me. There we go. Get rid of the poison, so at least, you know, put another one on there if I choose to. So we've got our heal spell. And magic as well. There we go. Okay, we're good on that. Let's put that away. It does feel a hot minute since I've been recording, because obviously I tried to get everything out of the way for Christmas, because it's going to, you know, a busy period. You do what you can, right? I don't like to be so far ahead on recordings, but sometimes needs must, especially since my health's been a little shaky again this week. So kind of glad I did do that, because it meant I could fully recover and not have to stress too much.
It's an interesting study.
Book of Daedra.
It's a shame there isn't more time to spend with good books.
Is this a shrine to Kynareth or what? What is...
You have the hands of a healer.
Oh, I'm so tempted to do the meme and just punch somebody, but no, it's been done. It's been done to death.
What's the latest?
Is it you? Yeah, it's you.
Way shrines of Dibella may bless your personality.
I've heard others say the same.
Right, well,
What
Avita.
brings you to the altar of Kynareth, my child?
Strange that they've got an altar to the Aedra in very similar circumstances to what the Daedra shrines are like, right? It does make you wonder where the line is drawn, because Meridia is a Daedra, but she's also relatively good. Boots the Crusader?
You would seek the holy relic Kynareth has bestowed upon the world. Then you must prove yourself worthy. Kynareth's creations guard her relic, and you must pass the test before you may be granted the boots.
Okay. I'm not taking any test. Test? What test?
I cannot say what it will be, for I do not know. Kynareth herself will decide in what manner you shall be tested. All I can do is direct you to the Grove of Trials, and remind you to heed Kynareth's teachings. Fear and respect nature and all her creations.
Alright, where is this grove?
Not far from here, to the west, nestled within the great forest, it is a place many would overlook. I warn you that it is unwise to take anyone with you. You should go there alone.
Right, I'm guessing by that statement, and fear and respect nature, we're not to attack whatever attacks us.
Indeed. Nature itself is Kynareth's domain. All its creatures are her wards. You would do well to remember this when it comes time for your test.
Alright, very well, I shall take this
Then
test.
proceed directly to the grove, as your test has begun. Kynareth may choose to guard you along the way. That is up to her.
Interesting.
Good luck.
Okay. Huh. Right, I'm going to save here because she's got a nice smile. I think she could be the thumbnail. Right. Now, we probably... Oh, we've got healing. We've got 200 healing potions. We should probably just use those, right? So if we do get damage, we might have to put a little... Oh, what's it even called? Quick... Hockey, that's the word. Oh, here we go. Right. So I go in here and something attacks me. Yes. I'm here. Here I am. Here I am. I'm here in the shrine. Nothing's happening. Am I waiting for something in particular? Is there a creature supposed to be coming over? Aha. Oh, there we go. I've reached the Grove of Trials. I shall have to wait and see what Kynareth has in store for me. Bear? Wolf? Lion? What are we expecting? Oh, a bear. I should be okay, right? Hello, friend. I respect you and care about you. Oh, actually, should I worry about it hitting me? Because it's going to damage itself. That could be a problem. Oh dear. Huh. A bear attacked me in Sacred Grove, but I made no attempts to fight back. Oh good. A cave has been revealed, and it would seem that the boots of the Crusader are waiting inside. Ah. It's a friendo. Do we ever see a door like this again? In Oblivion? I don't think we do we? It's very unique. Oh, this is nice. And, oh, there's a Spriggan. Do we fight the Spriggan? Oh, their friend. Their friend. Well, maybe this is the screenshot because this is also relatively cool. It's not very often you get up close with the Spriggans here. Can I take the boots and you're going to get angry at me? I've acquired the boots of the Crusader. I have completed Sir Junken's quest by recovering the boots of the Crusader. I should continue to search for the relics that the other ghost knights were questing for. Yeah, this is nice. I like this. Ah. Very, very nice. Right, so what do the boots do? What do the boots do? Restoration 6 points on self. It's so trash. Like, seriously, in the hardest difficulty, that is kind of Kind of shit, really, isn't it? Right, what else we got? Current quests. The mace. Do we want to try the mace? We've got the boots. I think it's something to do with the boots, right? You've got to put the boots on. I mean, we'll give it a try. So we're going to go to Leyawen, huh? Now, how far till we can fast travel? Suppose we could go back to Imperial City or Way or whatever it is. Let's get out of here. Am I going the right way? I am going the right way. But yeah, I am wondering now about the divide between Aedra and Daedra. Because it doesn't feel like there's a major difference. There we go. And there we go. Good. I think I do need to recharge Wabberjack, so I will do that. Let's see. Well, both of them actually. Well, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. What are you? Are you useful at all? Got flex. Ginseng. I think ginseng is actually quite good. Is that a magical one too? Someone at the back of my head says ginseng is good. But maybe not. No, I do not want that stuff. Leave that trash behind. What does ginseng do? And we are a little late in the game for this sort of stuff now. Damage? No, it's trash. It's trash. Fortify Magicka, maybe? Maybe. Let's get away. Get out of here. But yeah, it does seem a fine line, right? Meridia throughout... Well, I don't want to say multiple, but I've not seen him in Morrowind yet. But in Oblivion and in Skyrim, very much the kind of chill Daedra. Like, she hates undead. That's really her whole thing. Which isn't that crazy. I mean, Azura has always been kind of borderline, because obviously she cursed the Dunmer and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, again, she seems to hate undead, vampires, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it does leave me wondering. Also, with that trial of Kynareth, didn't we have to do something similar in Skyrim? Wasn't there something similar we had to do? Was that for the unicorn in Skyrim or something? No, I know the unicorn here, you couldn't go up with a weapon out or it would attack. But I'm pretty sure in Skyrim there was a mission where you had to just stand there and let something beat up on you. I could be wrong on that though. Where are we going? Leyawen. Leyawen. Let's get down here. Yep, there we go. Now, Leyawen is a treat. I do think Leyawen and Breville, both of those locations, we've really got the people on board. They really like us here, I think.
It's you. I've heard of you. You're the one restoring the Knights of the Nine, aren't you?
I am, that's me. I am. I am merely a servant of the Nine.
Such humility. I admire you. I am Kynareth Oholen. I originally came to this chapel in search of the Mace of Zenithar. I tried, but I could not pass the test. My faith was weak, or perhaps Zenithar decided it was not I who should carry the mace. He has found a use for me, however. The priests have asked me to stay on to protect the chapel. After what happened in Anvil, they are afraid.
So, my gut feeling is this chapel is going to get attacked when we get the mace, right? I think that might be the case. Tell me about your views on Zenithar.
Of the original divines, Zenithar is thought to be the most in touch with the mortal realm. Some legends say that Zenithar has close ties to Kynareth, an idea that is supported by the manner in which the two gods' realms interact. Craftsmen devoted to Zenithar are able to create and profit from the materials provided by Kynareth's natural world. The two work in harmony, the natural world providing for the craftsmen. One cannot revere Zenithar without acknowledging the power of Kynareth.
Yeah, we touched on this last time, though. I do like that idea that, you know, it's a cycle that we have kind of forgot about in our own world, right? We pull from nature, but it's not this bottomless resource. We need to kind of change our own society to mimic that. Because if we continue on this path of, endless growth, it's only going to end badly. What can you tell me about the mace?
Legends say that when Pelennor Whitestrike was slain by the aliens, a messenger carried the mace to the human settlement of Leyawen as a message. Centuries later, the master craftsman St. Calidus built the Chapel of Zenithar in Leyawen as a tribute to the legend. When St. Calidus was laid to rest, those who prayed to Zenithar at his tomb began to receive visions of the mace of the Crusader.
Okay, in the mace, tell me about that.
Legends say that when Pelennor Whitestrike was slain by the aliens, when St.
I don't know why that was lit up again. Zenithar.
Of the original divines?
Yeah, no, that's weird that it lit up again. Huh. Alright, cheers, man. Let's, I guess, pray to Zenithar. Okay, maybe we need to find Zenithar in here. I forgot that these actually have the names on them. I always forget about that. Bella, Stenda. Yeah, I'd love to know more about the Aedra, right? Because we don't get that much lore off them. And I do think, when you've got stuff like this, these beautiful windows, having a little bit more on the divines could be very useful for world building. Maybe we'll get that in the next one. How do we... That didn't work. Why didn't that work? Travel to the Chapel of Zenithar. In the Undercroft of the Chapel. I should have read it. Undercroft, huh? Boop. We got any ghosties down here? We do. Are they just chill? Or are they nasty? Sanctified Ancient Spectre. Oh, so they work here. They've got jobs. Wow. Even in death, you can't escape taxes. Grim. What is is it this? St. Calidus. Yeah, this is the one. Tomb of St. Calidus. We will pray here. I've knelt before the shrine of St. Calidus in Leyawen and found myself transported to some sort of dark void. I can see the mace of Zenithar off in the distance, but there seems to be no way to reach it. According to Sir Calvus, I must allow my faith in the Nine to guide me to the mace. Huh. Is this the one where we might have to put the boots on? I feel like there was something like that, right? Yeah, because Kynareth, right? Kynareth and Zenithar, they go hand in hand. They did tell us this. Ah, well, there we go. I have the mace. And there is a shrine to Zenithar there, I guess, as well. Yeah, I've got the mace of the Crusader. Boop. I've completed Sir Ralphus's quest by recovering the mace of the Crusader. I shall continue to search for the relics that the other ghost knights are questing for. Ah, the vision is over. And I'll swap my boots out for what we were wearing before. I like the resist magicka, thank you. And let me guess, we get out of here and Umaril's forces attack. Yep. Okay, got you. We actually hitting you? I feel we are. Come on, quicker. They've got some sort of magic resist, these guys. Alright, we're going to lose a few people here, but that's fine. No, we might be okay. We might have survived.
Oh, hello.
Well, I just saved your ass. And the best you can do is a sort of half-hearted, hello. Alright, after recovering the Mace of the Crusader, I found the minions of Umaril attacking the Chapel of Zenithar. They were all defeated and the Leyawen Chapel escaped desecration. Nice! Aelid Battle Axe. Kind of trash. Daedra Hearts.
I can't believe it. We survived! By the grace of the Nine, we survived! In no small part to you, Sir Knight. By your will and the will of the Nine, the Chapel of Zenithar is held against this blasphemer. Sir, I pledge my sword. I wish to join you in your quest to restore the Knights of the Nine. and defeat this Umaril.
Well, yeah, we could do with the extra help, right? You are not yet worthy. Oh God, could be a real dick about it. I accept. Welcome to the Order.
I can only hope to match your bravery and valor. I am honored to serve by your side. Allow me to fetch more suitable equipment. I shall return shortly.
Oh, are you going to come back decked in Daedra? I'm down for that. Can we... Do we need to heal you? Oh, you're healing yourself. You're fine. Did anyone else die in here? A copper necklace. Okay. How you going?
I thought for sure that we would meet the same end as our comrades in Anvil. Thank you, Sir Knight. We are in your debt.
Okay, cool. Tell me more about it. I wonder if they've got something different to say about the Prophet now that they've been attacked.
The Church has taken no official position on his teaching.
Really?
But from the reports I've heard, he may be truly inspired by the divines.
I mean, obviously you're speaking the truth if now you're being attacked as well, right? Well, those two are done. Let's, we should head back to the Priory and drop these off, right? I think those two, because they were the ones that go hand in hand, I don't think we need to be carrying any of the other ones on us when we retrieve the shield. And I don't know about the greaves. I can't remember where the greaves are. Did we get the greaves already? I don't think so. Knights of the Nine. Priory, there we go. Yeah, okay. Well, it's looking fairly similar here. If our friend... Oh!
Well met, Sir Knight.
Evita.
We meet again. I am here to join your order, having received a divine vision from Kynareth herself. I have been shown that to protect all Kynareth's creations, I must take up your cause and be willing to lay down my life for you. So here I am. I have no doubt that our good works will be talked of in the eras to come.
I hope so, Evita. I accept you. Well, welcome to the Order.
Thank you. I shall serve the Order to the best of my ability. I must change into something that suits a knight. Please excuse me.
Okay. Now, we did say that we liked her smile and the way that she was so pleasant to talk to, so I really hope they are unkillable. I don't know. I can't remember. I think last time I played this, it was on a much easier difficulty, so I don't think anyone did die. Whether they can, I don't know.
I
Heralder.
find myself here, at your disposal. I want to make up for the mistakes I've made and devote myself fully to the faith.
Sure.
If it pleases you, I would join your order and serve the Nine at your side. What say you?
I'm down for it. Yeah, come. More the merrier.
Thank you. It means a great deal to me. Excuse me while I gather the equipment I need.
Anyone else milling about? No? We all good? We're all good here. Let's head down and drop this stuff off then. See if there's anything down here.
Greetings, Sir Knight.
Ah! Sir Evita. Sir Araldor. And our other guy's not turned up yet. That's the whatever his name was from the church. Right, let's just drop these in. Armor stand. Place all relics. Yeah, we've not got the greaves. We've not got the shield. Isn't there a sword too? I feel like there's a sword. I think it gives you the option. Let's have a look.
Greetings, Sir Knight.
Anyone to say it was? Mace of Zenithar.
You've passed Zenithar's challenge and redeemed Sir Ralvis. Congratulations. Sir Junkin will be pleased to hear this.
Cool. Alright, good to know.
Nine, guide your
Ralvis. Sir Junkin.
How may I serve you, Commander?
Good news. I've got the boots of the Crusader.
You are an asset to your order. You have claimed the boots, and for this I am grateful.
And the mace too.
So it was the boots that Sir Ralvis needed to complete his quest. What a fool I was to refuse to help him. I will carry this regret for all time.
And the shield?
Sir Henrik spent his days looking for the shield. He was so determined. We all were in those days.
Okay. Right, anyone else to really talk to then? I don't think so. It's just Sir Henrik's there. Sir Ralvis.
Greetings, Sir Knight.
You might have something interesting to say about the mace.
You've retrieved the mace. I can't believe it. Sir Knight, I bend my knee in awe at your wisdom. You deserve to carry the mace.
And yet I won't. Not yet, anyway.
Walk with the nine, Sir Knight.
Yeah, we may have to resort to poisons and stuff. I don't know if the Umarill's minions are immune to poison, but we should probably give it a try. That might be our only real option for damage, because we're not going to have the magic resist anymore. We're not going to have anything like that. We're going to have to just kind of wing it. Anyone in here? No, but they are praying in here. Okay. Right, well, let's see what we've got to do then. Shield. Guess we'll go from the shield. I'm sure there was a sword too, right? Or does it depend on what your best skill is? It might depend on what your best skill is. I thought you could get both, but maybe that's not right. Let's see. It was... Where was that again? That was... Hang on. That way. Oh, Fort Bulwark. Yeah, it's near Leywin. Right, let's go there. Right, let's see what we've got. Who are you?
Good day. Things are really slow. You remember the last time we had a new contract?
Are you Fighters Guild? I guess maybe you are. Huh. Some speed. I didn't make an acrobatics one, did I? Probably should. Hup. There we go. Let's get across the water. I have actually ordered a new keyboard. That's rare for me to kind of shell out on stuff, but I figured it might be best to try and find a decent keyboard that is also relatively quiet, because this one, it's kind of clicky-clacky, and I am not a big fan of mechanical keyboards. It's a good keyboard, don't get me wrong, and I won it in a competition, which is one of the few things I've ever won in my entire life. But as good as it is, it's not really that good for recording. I am also looking at microphones, because there's the odd moment where this one peaks, and I've tried multiple different things to fix it. Location, filters, all this kind of stuff, but I think it's just my voice. It does not like certain tones that I hit. Maybe it's slightly bassier, I don't know, but either way, it's very frustrating, especially when I'm doing a collaboration recording for things like the Minecraft series or the Borderlands series, because if I laugh or anything like that, it tends to peak, and it's not nice to listen to. Why is my fatigue so far down? Oh, is this... I wonder if this is the curse. Can I, like, fall over if it goes empty? I don't know. Maybe. Keep an eye on it. We'll keep jumping and see what happens. No, it doesn't seem to be a problem. I mean, the fatigue drain isn't fun, but it's not the end of the world, right? It's not like we use it anymore anyway. We're not swinging a weapon. We are Mr. Magic Man. Obviously, when we get more into the actual meat and veg of this DLC, we're going to have to try and switch over a little bit. I found Fort Bulwark, and I need to get inside and find the shield. Sorry, I'm on like 4 coffees, no sleep. Not my best day, but well, you know, we do what we do, right? Bring it on. I'm sure it's a very difficult fight. There we go. Do I want those? Hell yeah, I do. Okay. Any chests out here? Anybody? Oh, hello. Let's see, we've got 5, I think it was. Oh, did you absorb that? I think you did. Or reflect it, at least. Yeah, I'll take all of those, too. We've got the carry weight, why not? They'll come in handy. I think that's everybody here. Let's see if there's any fun little treasures. You occasionally get good stuff in these places, right? I don't think you often get the... Oh, what's this? The Real Baron's Ire. A book that we do need to read in one of the series that we're doing, right? Volume 5, too. Well, we've got 2 in here. Maybe it's one that we end up reading here. Okay, nothing over here. No fun stuff on top? No. Yeah, it's a book series that we probably should read. But I don't know if we'll be able to... It's quite a big book series, and there are, I think, a few rare ones in there too we need to find, so yeah, maybe. We'll see how we go. Because we've also got the... Oh, what's it called? Something about White Strike, Power and White Strike to read. Let's have a look at our books and jazz. Did we read Knights of the Nine? I can't remember if we read that last time. No, but that does cover stuff that we've already listened to. Yeah, Song of Pelennor, right? We've got to find that. See how we get on. Because I'd like to read them in order, right? I don't think we've got that option yet. It's Atronax. You know what I do miss? Rawr! Hello. I do miss the little mini-map. The fact that we can, like, pin it in Morrowind. Very cool. Very, very cool. I do enjoy that. Bring that back. Don't get me wrong, Skyrim's little map is okay, but it's not perfect. Okay, let's have some magicka. Come here. There we go. This should clear you out. Right, Aegis Robe, Shield. He actually took some of his potions. Nice. Good, good. Right, what do we got here? You've got... Took most of yours. Dagger? Now we're good. Some iron daggers in there. Broken chest. Man, you'd think for mages they'd have like an unlock spell, but they just came in here swinging. They just broke these apart. Didn't bother to waste the magic on it. Yeah, especially for like navigating these small dungeons. I do like being able to see what routes I've already been on. That is a really cool feature. I do think it's one that we'd love to see around again, right? Although you do get in the habit of looking at your minimap rather than at what you need to be looking at on the screen. So maybe we don't need it. Okay. Anything we can get through here? Can we unlock this yet? No. Can we jump over it? No, it's closed. Okay. Guess we'll go this way then. And what have we got in here?
Who's there?
It's me! Okay, good stuff. Because I'm immune to all physical damage, lady. Swinging an axe at me even though you're a magic lady. Not that that would help you much either, to be honest. Kind of OP at this point. Right, let's take all those. Take all those. Good stuff. For you. Take those two. Oh, we've got a lever there. Conjurer's Note. Acolytes, the shield is here, we know this, and yet we have not found it. The fort has been cleansed, and yet still it eludes us. No doubt it was hidden from eyes such as ours, hidden with the intent to keep it from those who would learn its secrets. Who are you talking to here? Like, why are you writing that on a note? You could just gather everybody up and tell them, right? Manual of arms, manual of armor, garbage iron stuff. Nothing we really need. Oh, we got another one here. Okay. Drops those. Yes. And opens that. Nice, 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 nice. Let's go back down. Do I think we'll get the shield today? Honestly, no. I feel like this is quite a big dungeon. I don't think we've explored it all that well. Right? Yeah, there's a whole big section over there that we missed, I guess? Or is that that might be the bridge, right? Huh. Yeah, because that's open now, so we can go this way. There's an Astroneck down there. Oh, hello. How do we know how to do this? Okay, so it's this one first. Not that one. Okay, so that one and then that one. Then... No. No. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We should probably work this out first, right? So 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1. Hey, there we go. Old wooden door to Fort Bulwark. Another lovely thing here. Let's open this up. It's a skelly man with a lockpick. Take it. Good, good. Got it. Oh, there's a dude.
Open the gate, please. I must get out of here.
Okay, sure. Who are you? Oh, what's your name? Sir Roderic. Oh, you're already a knight.
I've lost track of how long they've held me here.
Who are you?
I am Sir Roderic. I came here seeking the shield of the Crusader and was ambushed by these cowards. They've held me here since.
Okay, well, you've kind of explained what you're doing here, but sure.
I've been held prisoner by these scoundrels for the longest time. They want to know how to reach the shield and believed I would help them. When I refused, they locked me here and only let me out to torture me. They got nothing from me.
Do you even know? Can you help me?
I can't go with you if that's what you mean. I'm too weak. I need to rest. Once I have my strength, I will certainly join your cause.
Sure.
You'll have to go on alone, but the knowledge I've gained may be of use to you.
Cool, what do you know?
Before finding this place, I learned a bit about those who created it. It's designed to keep the shield hidden and safe. A phrase kept coming up in the writings I found. When the eyes of the Guardians are upon you, Julianos will show you favor.
It's a statues.
Not sure how.
It's gotta be.
I just know it's a clue for making it safely through these ruins. You're
I think
the
there's...
only one I've told. I hope it helps you.
I think there's a very similar phrase in a Borderlands game. I think it's Borderlands. Yes, Borderlands 3. And you've got to move the Guardians, these sort of statues around, and they are called Guardians there, aren't they as well? Possibly. But either way, you got to rotate them around until the beams all focus in one spot, and it just, I don't know. There's something about it that seems very similar there. Hello. Sorry, I got rid of your guy. Hope you don't mind. And are you going to drop dead? Yep, you are. Brilliant. I'll take these if you don't mind. Oh, did you kill him? Oh, he's already a skeleton. Who did you kill? Who are you after? Oh dear. Don't die. Hang on. Let's see if we can get rid of him before you die. Okay, he's good. He's good. Phew. Alright. Right, let's have a look around in here, shall we? Maybe we'll find a book we can read. No. Let's see. Everyone's out there. Okay, let's carry on. Yeah, my feeling is Guardians means statues, right? I don't remember, but it's... I don't know, there's some in the back of my mind that seems familiar about that. Hello! Steal you. Very nice. Let's take those two. Anything up here? Chest. Hard lock. Let's just do that. There we go. Bit of gold. Nah. Don't need it. We're good there. Right, we've got another door. Oh. Again, they've just bashed the shit out of this place.
Where are you? Showing your face was the last mistake.
You want to finish that sentence, buddy? No? You're all good? Yeah, there you go. Let's take these. Take those, and we're good to go. I suppose we should go downstairs into that area, right? Well, we may have missed something down there. Yup. Maybe not, actually. I know, there's some stuff. Galarian the Mystic, we could read that. Let's take that, why not? Right, anything else here? Let's have a look at our map. There's a section back this way. Apparently. Over here. Here? There we go. Hello, friend. Are you like the boss conjurer? Maybe. You do seem to be in a room full of chests that aren't bashed in. So my feeling is maybe we've got... Oh no, they are bashed in. That one's not. That one is. Okay, I stand corrected. You've broken everything down. Volume 4, have we got that? Because we'll find out. Volume 1. Oh, we could read The Real Baron's Ire Volume 1. Maybe we could do that between both the episodes. Well, both series, I should say. Yeah, maybe we do that, right? We'll just have to keep track of it manually, which is a bit of a pain. Conjurer's note. The prisoner remains uncooperative. There is little doubt that he was on his own, and none will come to his aid. It has been made clear to him that unless he reveals what he knows, he shall pay most dearly, and yet still he holds out. We give it one more week. If it does not help us reach the shield, he is to be disposed of, preferably in a manner most painful. So it kind of seems redundant, right? I mean, if you're threatening somebody with death, you've already lost, basically. That's your big bargaining point. If your first threat is death, you can't go up from there, right? You can't threaten anything more. So it just doesn't have the same effect. Right, let's go up here. Head down here. Was it this way? Yeah, it was this way. Okay, good. And we made it to this little chamber. Doesn't appear to be anything there, so we can jump up. Put this down. Oh, it's a little puzzle of some sorts, right? Okay, right. I gotcha. Is it? Right. Right, we can make our way across. Good here. Let's wait for that to pass us by. Oh, mistimed that a little. Right, we're good. Guess that's in case you do get damaged by it. It's not like it does too much damage. In fact, we should use a potion or two, because we do have probably an extraordinary amount now. Restore health. No, that's the... We want strong potion of healing. Look how many of those we've got. There we go. Done. We need to definitely bring that down a little bit. That's a huge amount of our carry weight at the moment. Ah, yes. Here we go. There's our friend. Can we get a sneak attack off on him? Maybe. A little quick save here. Not that we are in any particular danger at this point, but... And you stay down, please. Who else is screaming at us? Oh, great. We're out of Machka. Hang on. Hang on, just give me a second, mate. I'll be with you in a minute. There we go. There we go. It'll all be over soon. There we go. Sleep now. Shh. And yet we take more of the damn potions. We're not using them quick enough. Right, what do we got? We've got an actual decent chest here. Again, kind of trash. Nothing we want. Right, let's have a look at this fella here. Ooh, fancy pants. Get rid of those. And very good, right. So this is our statue room, right? So we rotate it somehow? How do we rotate it? Ah, here we go. And what are we doing? Are we doing like 90-degree turns? No, you're going to go all the way. Good, 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 good. Probably the same for you. Turn that one. And turn that one. Oh, you're still not the right way, though. Neither are you. You are. So you need another turn. You probably need another turn. Right, are we good? No, not yet. One more. There we go. This will be the one. Huh. Or not. Oh. Weird lag spike. Okay, one more. Seems to be right now. Yes? Oh. It worked. Okay, good stuff. Let's get the shield. Man, it'd be kind of impressive if we get 3 of the relics in one day. I would be pleased with that result, although it does mean I'm going to have to find a new series soon, right? That's worrying, because I don't know what to do. I don't know what we do next. Oh. Why does this ring a bell? Is this like the really annoying memory puzzle? I found some sort of puzzle or trap deep inside the fort bulwark. I need to figure out what it means in order to acquire the Shield of the Crusader. Right. What did that do? Rodgar's sword. Oh, does it put an item in there and then we've got to work out what each one of these is? No. How do we know which is which? I don't think we do. How do we... We take Rodgar's sword and we put it in one of these chests. Where's Rodgar's sword? Huh. Where is Rodgar's sword? Oh, it'll be a miscellaneous item, won't it? It's not an actual weapon. It'll be in here somewhere. Right. Rodgar's sword. Let's see. Those are keys. Rodgar's sword. Let's put it in there. Is that correct? I don't know. Rodgar's skull. Oh. So that's the hammer. Okay, so we've got like a little clue that pops up. Rodgar's skull can go in here then. I don't know if it's correct, but we'll find out. See, Rodgar's skull can go in there. That might be wrong. Maybe that's why it made that noise. At least we know if we get a hammer. Or maybe that's right, because that's fully lit up now. Huh. Okay, we'll put the helm in here then. We should probably keep an eye out for the things it shows us as well, right? I don't see anything there. Rodgar's hammer. Right, we can test his fury now because we know the hammer is this one. So let's do that. Rodgar's hammer. Bam. Yep, okay, so when it's right, it makes a little gate noise. I thought it was a Daedra, but it's a gate. Do we get like a little light up of anything else? No. Rodgar's stone. Let's say that's this one. Let's go ahead and put the stone in here, and then we'll have to have a quick look and see if anything pops up above. I don't see any, so no, it does seem to be random what pops up. We got Rodgar's stone again. Okay, we know it's not that one. Let's try... Oh, so there's the helm. Gotcha. So it seems to be when we stand on the button, it gives us a clue as well, so we need to keep an eye out for that. Okay, Rodgar's stone can go here. Oh, that's right. Nice. Good, good, good. Rodgar's sword. Don't see one. Now we put Rodgar's sword in that one last time. Maybe we put it over here, right? There's hammer, stuff you use with your hands. So maybe this is it. Rodgar's sword. Bam. No. Incorrect. Nothing. Rodgar's helm, we know where that is. That's right there. Easy peasy. Maybe it's hit and miss. Maybe you don't always get a clue. Okay, let's see. Should be getting easier now. Rodgar's gem. Let's see. The stone was over there, wasn't it? So maybe... Should we say the gem's over this one then? I have no like logical reasoning here other than matchy matchy. Yeah, there we go. It worked. Matchy matchy. Stone, gem, similar. Rodgar's book. Can we read it? Probably not, right? It's not going to be in here. Yeah, it's down there. Can't read it? Can't equip it. Okay. So Rodgar's book. Is that a book? No, it's a goblet. Okay, a goblet goes there. So then book goes here. Maybe. Let's give it a try. Rodgar's book. Hey, another one guessed. So we just got 2 left. Sword. Well, we know where that goes then, don't we? Oh, let's exit out of there. Rodgar's sword must go here. Look at that. It wasn't too bad of a puzzle. There we go. And then finally, the little goblet. Oops. Pressed the wrong button again. And let's go ahead and pop that in there as well and be done with this. Grab the shield and Vermouche. That's the word I'm looking for. Vermouche. Got there in the end. Like I said, long day. It's very hot here. I didn't sleep. And look at that. Thank you, Rodgar. We'll go get the shield. Wow, pretty. I like it in here. Anything else that we can... Oh, that's a weird texture, isn't it? Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's pretty. I like it. What do we got? We got greater restore intelligence. It's not worth much. Willpower, intelligence. It's all worth trash, actually. Gold. Don't really need that. Shield the Crusader. What else is this? Potion of Insight. Potion of Sorcery. Not really stuff we need. Let's just take the shield. Bam! I've recovered the shield of the Crusader. I've completed Sir Henric's quest by recovering the shield of the Crusader. I shall return to the Priory and find out if there is any news of the remaining 2 relics. Ah, very good. Oh! Oh, there were doors. Ah. Are you going to give us a quick loop-de-doop loop around? I think you may do. Maybe. Is this the one we couldn't open before? I think it is. Let's have a look at our map here. There is a section we haven't looked at down there. And apparently a door that way too. Weird that that's not on the map. Unless that goes to... Yeah, how do we... Huh. Weird. Very odd. Let's go check this location then. Pretty sure we've cleared everything out of this by now, but... Oh, it's downstairs. Is it? Yes, it is. It's me, assholes. Enjoy paralyzation and fire. There we go. Great stuff. And you should be dropping down any second. Fantastic. Let's take all these. All those. Nice, nice, nice. And trash in the place again? No? 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 Oh, hang on. Nope, don't want that. What else we got in here? Yeah, more trashed areas. Some more fancy pants. Resist fire, 10%. Not that great, really, is it? Alright. Let us get out of here. And travel back to the Priory. Should be easy enough to do. Oh, we haven't done this section either. Although, wait, have we not done this section? Oh, it just doesn't want to, like, mark it off on the map properly. So it's not an us problem, it's the game problem. Oh, that's fine. I'm okay with that then. Let's get out of here. Skedaddle! Vermoosh. That's what I was saying, skimoosh. And we got there in the end, you know. I'm just mashing two words together, make my own language. I am a man of culture, clearly. Right, let's... Jesus Christ. Let's get back to town. Oops, wrong one. On speed, please. Oh, Nirnwood. Kind of a rare sight these days. We haven't seen much in a wee while. Maybe this is a good place to look for it. I don't know if we've done much exploring around here. Maybe I'll do that in between episodes. Who knows? But yeah, Sindarian is looking for more, and we just have not found any. Go. Bit of speed. Good, good. That was the last Oblivion gate, wasn't it, as well, I think. Whoop. There we go. We're out of magicka. That's fine. We're pretty fast. Right, we need to go across to Leywin, back to the Priory. What's the fire down there? Oh, it's a campsite. Oh, it's the Fisherman's Rock, isn't it? Yeah. We know what that is. It's foggy as all hell out here, so I don't know what we're kind of going towards, but I think that's the right direction. I think. Maybe. Yes, that's the stables icon, I think, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. There's the walls. Okay, good. Good. Get to the stables and fast travel back. Nice. Very nice. Good. That'll do. Right, Priory of the Nine. So there's 2 more relics, it said. So I'm assuming that would be the Greaves and the sword, right? Because we know there was a sword, right? Didn't we get that in the Creation Club stuff in Skyrim? I believe so. We got the mace, we got a light armor set, we got a heavy armor set, and we got the sword. Oh, jeez.
Thank Arche you're back. I have terrible news. Sir Roderic. I think he's dead.
Who's Sir Roderic? Yeah, who's Sir Roderic?
A holy knight, like you, questing for the relics at the Prophet's call. I was his squire. I believed he was chosen by the gods to reclaim the relics.
And what happened?
At first things were going well. He prayed at all the shrines and received a vision, a disturbing vision. The shade of Sir Roderic spoke to me was all he said. We must put him to rest.
Sir Beric's the one that betrayed them,
Traveled
right?
Back and forth across Colovia. He was always asking about an old noble family, the Vlindrels.
Vlindrels.
Finally, he found what he was looking for. We went to Underpaw Cave.
Oh, yeah, we've been there.
he found-
Yeah. Okay, Underpaw Cave, I've been there.
Then you know it is a place of evil.
That's a nice bit of
Sir
reactivity.
Roderic and I fought our way into the cave, which actually seems to be a buried keep. We made our way to Lord Vlindrel's crypt. Sir Roderic spoke the words that unsealed the tomb.
And what was Sir Roderic looking for?
He said that Sir Beric's tomb was in Underpaw Cave, which is no cave, but some kind of buried keep. He had learned that Sir Beric had once been a questing knight, like us. He had found the greaves and sword of the Crusader, but then turned to evil. Sir Roderic hoped to find the relics within Sir Beric's tomb, and he did. But we also found a terrible guardian, the wraith of Lord Vlindrel, Sir Beric.
Oh, you know where the relics are?
Yes, my lord, and I brought you. Sir Roderic shouted for me to take them. The greaves, the holy relic, they're yours.
Oh, that's 4 in one episode. Jesus. And the sword, what happened to it?
The wraith. It used it against Sir Roderic. I don't know how that evil thing could use the holy weapon, but it did. It screamed as it struck.
I like the uncomfortable stir that they've got going on to Lathon, really judging him. Don't even know what your name is, but hey, take it easy, you're safe now. Are you telling me about the sword?
I'm sorry. I've already failed Sir Roderic once. I don't want to fail him again. I remember he said something about the sword before we... He was worried that the sword may have been turned to evil, that it may have to be reconsecrated on the altar of its
Sorry,
creator,
this
the
is really
divine
throwing me.
Arche. That's all I remember.
Hey,
It
Lathon.
may help you.
It's a mighty fine ear you've got there. You did well, Lathon. Yes, you did well, Lathon.
I would ask a boon if I could, although I know I do not deserve it.
What do you mean you don't deserve it?
Make me a Knight of the Nine. I want to dedicate myself to ridding the world of evil. I owe it to Sir Roderic.
Oh, hell yeah. Rise, Sir Lathon.
Thank you. I mean, thank you, Sir Knight. I will not fail you. Give me a moment to arm myself, and I will accompany you to Underpaw Cave to destroy the foul wraith.
Sure, man. Who are you guys? Oh, I'm over encumbered now. Great.
Hail, Sir Knight. My brother and I have heard that you are founding a holy order of knights, and we would like to offer you our swords.
Sure, Gaiman. That sounds great.
We come all the way from Skyrim.
Oh, hell yes.
We can't claim any experience as knights, but we learn soldiering from our years in the Legion.
Then hell yes, you can
Will
join.
you have us?
100%. You're welcome to the order.
You won't regret it, sir. You'll find us true-hearted and brave. I'll be back as soon as I've outfitted myself.
Cool. Well, we are stuck in place at the moment. We do have a lot of potions, though, so it's kind of understandable. Let's have a look now. We have got the Greaves, and what else did we pick up? The shield. So the Greaves, Fortify Restoration again, Fortify Destruction again, not really that good. And the Shield of the Crusader, Reflect Spell, I mean, that's okay, but it's no Escutcheon of Coral, is it? Yeah. I mean, that's kind of a big deal. How much over are we? 14 points. Shit, have we got a Feather Potion? We might do. Night Eye, Fatigue, Strength Potion, maybe? No. Strong Potion of Feather, that'll do. It's time to get downstairs, right?
Well met, Sir Knight.
Nice. Look at them all healing themselves up.
How goes it?
Oh, okay, good. Training up, I like it. Gotta keep those skills up if you want to be on par with me. You're just down here chilling. Like, oh, you're following me now, aren't you? Yeah, okay. Oops. Let's place all relics. Very nice. So that's all those down. We are a little lighter for it. Do we want to talk to these guys before? No, we'll do that next episode. We should read, as otherwise we are going to get very far behind. Do we want to? I might do the Real Baron's Eye here, and maybe we do the Pelin or White Strake in Morrowind. If it's in Morrowind, I don't know. But it'd be good to read these at some point anyway, so let's do it here. We've got three of the several kind of copies that we need. I'll have a look where the rest are and maybe pick them up in between episodes. The Real Baron's Eye, Part 1, Anonymous. 500 years ago in Mournhold, City of Gems, there lived a blind widow and her only child, a tall, strapping young man. He was a miner, as was his father before him, a common labourer in the mines of the Lord of Mournhold, for his ability in Magicka was small. The work was honourable, but paid poorly. His mother made and sold comberry cakes. Oh, we've seen those. We've seen comberry in Morrowind already. At the city market to help eke out their living. They did well enough, she said. They had enough to fill their bellies. No one could wear more than one suit of clothing at the time, and they refleet only when it rained. But Symmachus would have liked more. He hoped for a lucky strike at the mines, which would garner him a large bonus. In his free hours he enjoyed hoisting a mug of ale in the tavern with his friends and gambling with them at cards. He also drew the eyes and sighs of more than one pretty elven lass, although none held his interest for long. He was a typical young dark elf of peasant descent, remarkable only for his size. It was rumoured that he had a bit of Nordic blood in him. In Symmachus's 30th year there was great rejoicing in Mournhold. A girl child had been born to the lord and lady. A queen, the people sang. A queen is born to us. For among the people of Mournhold, the birth of a heiress is a sure sign of future peace and prosperity. Yeah, the Dark Elf Dunmer culture does seem to put more of a focus on a matriarchy, which is kind of cool. I like that. When the time came round for the royal child's rite of naming, the mines were closed and Symmachus dashed home to bathe and dress in his best. I'll rush straight home and tell you all about it, he promised his mother, who would not be able to attend. She'd been ailing, and besides there would be a great crush of people, as all Mournhold turned out to be part of the blessed event. And being blind, she'd be able to see anything anyway. I mean, that needs to be put out there, really. But alright, sure. My son, she said, afore you go fetch me a priest or a healer, else I may pass from the mortal plane ere you return. Symmachus crossed to her pallet at once and noted anxiously that her forehead was very hot and her breathing shallow. He pried loose a slat of the wooden floor under which the small hoard of savings was kept. It wasn't nearly enough to pay a priest for healing. He would have to give what they had and owe the rest. Symmachus snatched up his cloak and hurried away. The streets were full of folk, hurrying to the sacred grove, but the temples were locked and barred. Closed for the ceremony, read the signs. Symmachus elbowed his way through the mob and managed to overtake a brown-robed priest. After the rite, brother, the priest said, if you have gold, I shall gladly attend to your mother. My lord has bidden all clerics attend, and I, for one, have no wish to offend him. My mother's desperately ill, Symmachus pled. Surely my lord would not miss one lowly priest. True, but the archcanon will, the priest said nervously, tearing his robe loose from Symmachus's desperate grip and vanishing into the crowd. Symmachus tried other priests and even a few mages, but with no better result. Armoured guards marched through the street and pushed him aside with their lances, and Symmachus realized that the royal procession was approaching. As the carriage bearing the city's rulers drew abreast, Symmachus rushed out from the crowd and shouted, my lord, my mother's dying. I forbid her to do so on this glorious night, the lord shouted, laughing and scattering coin into the throng. Symmachus was close enough to smell wine on the royal breath. On the other side of the carriage his lady clutched the babe to her breast and stared slit-eyed at Symmachus, her nostrils flured in disdain. Guards, she cried, remove this oaf. Rough hands seized Symmachus. He was beaten and left dazed by the side of the road. Symmachus, head aching, followed in the wake of the crowd and witnessed the rite of naming from the top of a hill. He could see the brown-robed clerics and blue-robed mages gathered near the high-born folk far below. Baron's Eye. The name came dimly to Symmachus's ears as the high priest lifted the swaddled babe and proffered her to the twin moons on either side of the horizon. Joan rising, Jode setting. Oh, that's the name of the moon. I've always liked Minoris and Majoris, but maybe where did I get that from then? Joan and Jode. Behold the Lady Baronziah, born to the land of Mournhold. Grant her thy blessings and thy counsel, ye kind gods, that she may ever rule well over Mournhold. Its ken and its wheel, its kith and its ilk. Bless her, all the people intoned, along with the lord and lady, hands upraised. Only Symmachus stood silent, head bowed, knowing in his heart that his dear mother was gone, and in silence he swore a mighty oath. that he should be his lord's bane, and in vengeance for his mother's needless death, the child Baranziah he should have for his own bride, and that his mother's grandchild, he's 30. That's kind of fucked up. Not kind of, it's very fucked up. What the fuck? Just the lore in here is so messed up at times. But I mean, it's world building. You're gonna have fucked up people for a lore like this. And that his mother's grandchildren should be born to rule over Mournhold. After the ceremony, he watched impassively as the royal procession returned to the palace. He saw the priest to whom he'd first spoken. The man came gladly enough now in return for the gold Symmachus had, and a promise of more afterward. They found his mother dead. The priest sighed and took the pouch of gold coins away. I'm sorry, brother, it's all right. You can forget the rest of the gold. There's all I can do here. Likely, give me back my money. Symmachus snarled. You've done naught to earn it. He lifted his right arm threateningly. The priest backed away, about to utter a curse, but Symmachus struck him across the face before more than 3 words had left his mouth. He went down heavily, striking his head sharply on one of the stones that formed the fire pit. He died instantly. Symmachus snatched up the gold and fled the city. As he ran, he muttered one word over and over like a sorcerer's chant. Baranziah, he said. Baranziah, Baranziah. Baranziah stood on one of the balconies of the palace, staring down into the courtyard where soldiers milled, dazzling in their armour. Presently they formed into ordered ranks and cheered as their parents, the lord and lady, emerged from the palace, clad from head to toe in ebony armour. Long, purple-dyed fur cloaks flowing behind. I'd loved cloaks in Elder Scrolls 6. That'd be really cool. I'd like that. Splendidly caparisoned, shining black horses were brought for them, and they mounted and rode to the courtyard gates and turned to salute her. Baranziah, they cried. Baranziah, our beloved, farewell. The little girl blinked back tears and waved one hand bravely. Her favourite stuffed animal, a grey wolf cub she called Woofin. I'm like, that's a cool name. Oh, man. If I get a dog, I'm naming it Woofin. That's a cool name. Clutched to her breast with the other. She had never been parted from her parents before and had no idea what it meant, save that there was war in the west, and the name Tiber Septim was on everyone's lips, spoken in hate and dread. Ah, I didn't know she was around at the time of Tiber Septim. Obviously this is long, long ago. Baranziah, the soldiers cried, lifting their lances and swords and bows. Then her dear parents turned and rode away, knights trailing in their wake until the courtyard was nearly emptied. Some time after came a day when Baranziah was shaken awake by her nurse, dressed hurriedly and borne from the palace. All she could remember of that dreadful time was seeing a huge shadow with burning eyes filling the sky. She was passed from hand to hand. Foreign soldiers appeared, disappeared, and sometimes reappeared. Her nurse vanished and was replaced by strangers, some more strange than others. There were days of it, or it may have been weeks, of travel. One morning she awoke to step out of the coach to a cold place with a large grey stone castle, amid empty, endless grey-green hills covered patchily with grey-white snow. She clutched Woofin to her breast in both hands and stood blinking and shivering in the grey dawn, feeling very small and very dark in all this endless space, this endless grey-white space. She and Hannah, a brown-skinned, black-haired maid who had been travelling with her for several days, went inside the keep. A large grey-white woman with icy grey-golden hair was standing by a hearth in one of the rooms. She stared at Baranziah with dreadful, bright blue eyes. She's very black, isn't she? The woman remarked to Hannah. I've never seen a dark elf before. I don't know much about them myself, m'lady, Hannah said, but this one's got red hair and a temper to match, I can tell you that. Take her, she bites, and worse. I'll soon train her out of that, the other woman sniffed. And what's that filthy thing she's got? Ugh! The woman snatched Woofin away and threw him into the blazing hearth. Baranziah shrieked and would have flung herself after him, but was held back despite her attempts to bite and claw at her captors. Poor Woofin was reduced to a tiny heap of charred ash. Okay, young children hold grudges better than most people I know. I've seen my niece hold grudges against teachers for months over some very small slight. So throwing their favourite stuffed animal into a fire? Lady, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. Baranziah grew like a weed transplanted to a Skyrim garden, a ward of Count Sven and his wife Lady Inga. Was it Lady Inga? Lady Inga's gonna die. Outwardly, that is, she thrived, but always there was a cold and empty place within. I've raised her as my own daughter, Lady Inga was wont to sigh, as she sat gossiping when neighbouring ladies came to visit. She's a dark elf. What can you expect? Oh, casual racism. Who would have thought, right, of Nords? Baron Zaya was not meant to overhear these words. At least she thought she was not. Her hearing was keener than that of her Nordic hosts. Other less desirable dark elven traits have evidently included pilfering, lying, and a little misplaced magic. Just a small fire spell here and a little levitation spell there. And as she grew older, a keen interest in boys and men who could provide very pleasant sensations, and to her astonishment, gifts as well. Inga disapproved of this last for reasons incomprehensible to Baron Zaya, so she was careful to keep it as secret as possible. She's wonderful with the children, Inga added, referring to her 5 sons, all younger than Baron Zaya. I don't think she'd ever let them come to harm. A tutor had been hired with Joni when Joni was 6 and Baron Zaya 8, and they took their lessons together. She would have liked to train in arms as well, but the very idea scandalized Count Sven and Lady Inga. Really? I would have thought the Nords would have been well into all of their children being apt in battle. So Baron Zaya was given a small bow and allowed to play at target shooting with the boys. She watched them at arms practice when she could, sparred with them when no grown-up folk were about, and knew she was good as or better than they. She's very proud, though, isn't she? One of the ladies would whisper to Inga. And Baron Zaya, pretending not to hear, would nod silently in agreement. She could not help but feel superior to the Count and his lady. There was something about them that provoked contempt. Afterwards, she came to learn that Sven and Inga were distant cousins of Darkmoor Keep's last titled residents, and she finally understood. They were posers, impostors, not rulers at all. At least they were not raised to rule. They fought. This thought made her strangely furious at them, and a good clean hatred quite detached from resentment. She came to see them as disgusting and repellent insects who could be despised but never feared. Once a month a courier came from the Emperor, bringing a small bag of gold for Sven and Inga, and a large bag of dried mushrooms from Morrowind for Baron Zaya, her favourite treat. I mean, yeah, Morrowind's known for the mushrooms. What would it be? Bungler's Bane? Probably not that, that's got negative effects. What was it called? Caprice? Something or other? Yeah. On these occasions, she was always made to look presentable, or at least as presentable as a skinny dark elf could be made to look in Inga's eyes, before being summoned into the courier's presence for a brief interview. The same courier seldom came twice, but all of them looked her over in much the same way a farmer would look over a hog he is readying for market. In the spring of her 16th year, Baron Zaya thought the courier looked as if she were at last ready for market. Upon reflection, she decided she did not wish to be marketed. The stable boy, Straw, a big muscular blonde lad, clumsy, gentle, affectionate, and rather simple, had been urging her to run off for some weeks now. Baron Zaya stole the bag of gold the courier had left, took the mushrooms from the storeroom, disguised herself as a boy in one of Joni's old tunics and a pair of his cast-off breeches, and on one fine spring night she and Straw took the 2 best horses from the stable and rode hard through the night towards Whiterun, the nearest city of any importance, and the place where Straw wanted to be. But Mournhold and Morrowind also lay eastward, and they drew Baron Zaya as a lodestone draws iron. In the morning they abandoned their horses at Baron Zaya's insistence. She knew that they would be missed and tracked down, and she hoped to throw off any pursuers. They continued on foot until late afternoon, keeping to side roads, and slept for several hours in an abandoned hut. They went on at dusk and came to Whiterun's city gates just before dawn. Baron Zaya had prepared a pass of sorts for Straw, a makeshift document stating an errand to a temple in the city for a local village lord. She herself glided over the wall with the help of a levitation spell. She had reasoned correctly, as it turned out, that by now the gate guards would have been alerted to keep an eye out for a young dark elven girl and a Nordic boy travelling together. On the other hand, unaccompanied country yokels like Straw were a common enough sight. Alone and with papers, it was unlikely that he would draw attention. Her simple plan went smoothly. She met Straw at the temple, which was not far from the gate. She had been to Whiterun on a few previous occasions. Straw, however, had never been more than a few miles from Sven's estate, which was his birthplace. Together they made their way to a run-down inn in the poorer quarters of Whiterun, gloved, cloaked, and hooded against the morning chill. Baron Zaya's dark skin and red eyes were not apparent, and no one paid any heed to them. They entered the inn separately. Bannered Mare. I wonder if it's a Bannered Mare, but it might not be named that at that point, but that's the only one I can think of in the lower areas. In fact, isn't that the only inn in Whiterun? Oh, there's the Huntsman's something or other as well? Drunken Huntsman. Yeah, it could be the Drunken Huntsman. They entered the inn separately. Straw paid the innkeeper for a single cubicle, an immense meal, and 2 jugs of ale. Baron's Eye sneaked in a few minutes later. They ate and drank together gleefully, rejoicing in their escape, and made love vigorously on the narrow cot. Afterward they fell into an exhausted, dreamless sleep. They stayed for a week at Whiterun. Straw earned a bit of money running errands, and Baron's Eye burgled a few houses at night. She continued to dress as a boy. She cut her hair short and dyed her flame-red tresses jet black to further the disguise and kept out of sight as much as possible. There were few dark elves in Whiterun. One day Straw got them work as temporary guards for a merchant caravan travelling east. The one-armed sergeant looked her over dubiously. He chuckled. Dark elf, ain't ya? Like setting a wolf to guard the sheep. That is. Still, I need arms, and we ain't going near enough Morrowind. So you can betray us to your folk. Our homegrown bandits would as fain cut your throat as mine. The sergeant turned to give Straw an appraising look, then he spun back abruptly towards Baron's Eye, whipping out his short sword. But she had her dagger out in the twinkling of an eye, and was in a defensive stance. Straw drew his own knife and circled round to the man's rear. The sergeant dropped his blade and chuckled again. Not bad, kids, not bad. How are ye with yon bow, Dark Elf? Baron's Eye demonstrated her prowess briefly. Aye, not bad at all. And you'll be keen of eye by night, boy, and of hearing tall tales. Trusty Dark Elf makes as good a fighting man as any could ask. 4. I know I served under Symmachus himself afore I lost this arm and got invalided out of the Emperor's army. We could betray them, I know folk who'd pay well, Straw said later as they bedded down for the last night at the ramshackle lodge. Or rob them ourselves. They're very rich, those merchants are, Berry. Baron's Eye laughed. Whatever would we do with so much money? Besides, we need their protection for travelling quite as much as they need ours. We could buy a little farm, you and me, Berry, and settle down all nice-like. Peasant, Baron's Eye thought scornfully. Straw was a peasant and harboured nothing but peasant dreams. But all she said was, Not here, Straw, we're too close to Darkmoor still. We'll have other chances farther east. My God, this is a long-ass book. Jesus. The caravan went only as far as east as Sungard. The Emperor Tiber Septim and I had done much in the way of building relatively safe and regular patrolled highways, but the tolls were steep, and this particular caravan kept to the side roads as much as possible to avoid them. This exposed them to the hazards of wayside robbers, both human and orcish, and roving brigand bands of various races, but such were the perils of trade and profit. They had 2 such encounters before reaching Sungard, an ambush, which Baron's Eye's keen ears warned them of in plenty of time for them to circle about and surprise the lurkers, and a night attack by a mixed band of Khajiit, humans and wood elves. The latter were a skilled band, and even Baron's Eye did not hear them sneaking up in time to give much warning. This time the fighting was fierce. The attackers were driven off, but 2 of the caravan's other guards were slain, and Straw got a nasty cut on his thigh before he and Baron's Eye managed to gash his Khajiit assailant's throat. Baron's Eye rather enjoyed the life. The garrulous sergeant had taken a liking to her, and she spent most of her evenings sitting around the campfire listening to his tales of campaigning in Morrowind with Tiber Septim and General Symmachus. This Symmachus had been made general after Mournhold fell. The sergeant said, He's a fine soldier, boy, Symmachus is, but there was more than soldiery involved in that Morrowind business, if you take my meaning. But, well, you know all about that, I expect. No, I don't remember, Baron's Eye said, trying to sound nonchalant. I've lived most of my life in Skyrim. My mother married a Skyrim man. They're both dead, though. Tell me, what happened to the Lord and Lady of Mournhold? The sergeant shrugged. I ain't never heard. Dead, I suspect. 'Twas a lot of fighting before the armistice got signed. It's pretty quiet now, maybe too quiet, like a calm before a storm. Say, boy, you going back there? Maybe, Baron's Eye said. The truth was that she was drawn irresistibly to Morrowind and Mournhold, like a moth to a burning house. Straw sensed it and was unhappy about it. He was unhappy anyway, since they could not bed together, as she was supposed to be a boy. Baron's Eye rather missed it too, but not as much as Straw did, seemingly. The sergeant wanted them to sign on for the return trip, but gave them a bonus nonetheless when they turned the offer down, and parchments of recommendation. Straw wanted to settle down permanently near Sungard, but Baron's Eye insisted on continuing their travels east. I'm the Queen of Mournhold by rights, she said, unsure whether it was true, or was it just a daydream she had made up as a lost, bewildered child. I want to go home. I need to go home. That, at least, was true. Oh my God, it just keeps going. Jesus Christ. After a few weeks, they managed to get places in another caravan heading east. By early winter, they were at Riften. It smelled different. And nearing the Morrowind border. But the weather had grown severe as the days passed, and they were told no merchant caravans would be setting forth till mid-spring. Baranzaya stood on top of the city walls and stared across the deep gorge that separated Riften from the snow-clad mountain wall guarding Morrowind beyond. Berry, Straw said gently, Mournholt's a long way off yet, nearly as far as we've come already, and the lands between are wild, full of wolves and bandits and orcs, and still worse creatures. We'll have to wait for spring. The Silgrad Tower, Berry said, referring to the dark elven township that had grown up around an ancient minaret guarding the border between Skyrim and Morrowind. I wonder if we can go there. No, that's on the mainland of Morrowind. We're only on Vardenfell, so we can't go there. Huh. Wonder if it's an ESO. The bridge guards won't let me across, Berry. They're crack Imperial troops. They can't be bribed. If you go alone. I won't try and stop you. But what will you do? Silgrad Tower is full of Imperial soldiers. Will you become a washing woman for them, or a camp follower? No, Baranzaya said slowly, thoughtfully. Actually, the idea was not entirely unappealing. She was sure she could earn a modest living by sleeping with the soldiers. She'd had a few adventures of that sort as they crossed Skyrim when she dressed as a woman and slipped away from Straw. She'd always been looking for a bit of variety. Straw was sweet, but dull. She'd been startled but extremely pleased when the men she picked up offered her money afterwards. Straw had been unhappy about it, though, and would shout for a while and sulk for days afterwards if he caught her at it. He was quite jealous. He'd even threatened to leave her. Not that he ever did. Or could. But the Imperial Guards were a tough and brutal lot by all accounts, and Baranzaya had heard some very ugly stories during their treks. The ugliest of them by far had come from the lips of an ex-army veteran. Around the caravan campfire were proudly recounted. They'd been trying to shock her and Straw, she realized, but she also comprehended that there was some truth behind the wild tales. Straw hated that kind of dirty talk and hated it more that she had to hear it, but there was a part of him that was fascinated nonetheless. Baranzaya sensed this and had encouraged Straw to seek out other women, but he said he didn't want anyone else, but her. She told him candidly that she didn't feel that way about him, but she did like him better than anyone else. Then why do you go with other men? Straw had asked on one occasion. I don't know. Straw sighed. They say dark elven women are like that. Baranzaya smiled and shrugged. I don't know. Or no, maybe I do. Yes, I do know. She turned and kissed him affectionately. I guess that's all the explanation there is. And there we go. 50 damn pages. My word. That was about half an hour of reading. Hot diggity dog. Well, we've got that started. I'll track down the other books, and next episode, I guess we go track down the sword, as it's the last remaining relic that we have. Will we even get enough episodes out of this once we've got all the relics to read all of the Baranzaya? I don't know. Maybe we have to do a little bit of reading, extra reading to get through this now. I'm not entirely sure. Either way, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. We shall see you next time. Bye for now.
Hello.
What is it, pond scum?